Hello, children. My name is Priscilla, ma'am. I am a teacher in Sanskriti school. Today, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm sure you will absolutely enjoy it. The name of the story is Ice in the Forest. Yes, it is Ice in the Forest. A block appeared in the middle of the forest. Can you see this forest? One morning, okay, then this forest had a huge block of ice. Can you see the ice? What's more, it was so cold that no one dared to go near. Okay, nobody went close to this ice, a huge block of ice. Okay, in this big forest. What intrigued the animals most was the wonderful treasure they could see inside this ice. The treasure looked so splendid. And you know what? The Lion King himself said that whoever could get it out would be made his successor as a king. Now, as soon as he said this, all the animals lost their dislike of the cold and they leapt at the block. Okay, they started going towards this ice block. They were trying to see what the treasure is. Well, everyone except the weasel. Can you see this weasel? This weasel was watching at the block while all the other animals were talking to each other. But this weasel was observing. This weasel was thinking. Then you know what happened? The elephant. This elephant used his trunk, okay, as a hammer and started whacking the ice. But nothing worked. Then you know who came? Then came the tiger. This tiger was using his claws to drill this iceberg. And you know what? This claws got stuck in the ice and they finally managed to pull his paw out, but the claws broke. Okay, everybody started making effort. All right, they were gazelles. They started licking the block, thinking the ice would melt. But you know what happened? It gave them an upset stomach. Oh, all this while the monkeys were sitting and watching them. Then monkeys thought of an idea. They said, let us start throwing bananas, okay, at this iceberg, a huge block of ice. Then they started throwing the bananas, but nothing worked, you see, nothing worked. It went on and on for quite some time, okay, and everybody was watching it, okay. It was over a week. Just then someone said, look, something's moving inside the block. Something is moving inside the block. And it was true. It was hard to make out, but something was definitely making some movement inside this block. They were wondering, is this treasure alive? Is there something inside the treasure? Then you know what? To their surprise, it was the weasel who appeared in their midst. Okay, they were all impressed to see how the weasel got inside this block. They congratulated her first. They said, congratulations, weasel, you made it. Then the weasel told them, before leaping at the problem, she had taken some time to think and she was observing. She also concluded that the block was too big to break. She had to wait for the sun to melt it, but that would take too long, you see. Then it suddenly occurred to her she could go in the middle of the block. From underneath, she started digging. She started digging a tunnel. At the end of her tunnel, she built a small fire, which quickly melted a hole in the ice above. So, with little effort, the weasel got the treasure. And so it was that the weasel became the queen of the forest. And she did it by showing everyone that one can achieve more by thinking about the problem rather than immediately jumping into the action. Yes, children. So today we learned that we should think, we should observe, and we should see instead of simply jumping into this problem. We should look for solution, and then every problem has a solution. I'm sure you all enjoyed the story as much as I enjoyed telling you all. Thank you. Stay safe.